case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In the 1940s, a dispute arose in Chicago over a restrictive covenant proposed by a group of landowners, which aimed to prohibit the sale, lease, or occupation of land in a specific area to people of color. The agreement would only come into effect if it was approved by 95% of the owners in the area. In an earlier class action lawsuit, it was stipulated that this condition had been met. However, the circuit court later discovered that only 54% of the owners had actually signed. Despite this, a black man named Hansberry purchased land in the restricted area, with knowledge of the agreement, from owners who had signed the covenant. This led to Lee suing Hansberry for breaching the covenant, asserting that the 95% approval requirement had been met in the earlier lawsuit. Hansberry and other defendants argued that they were not parties to the original case and should not be bound by its decision. The Supreme Court was tasked with determining if the Illinois Supreme Court had denied due process to the defendants by holding them accountable to the decision of the previous lawsuit. The court ultimately ruled that Hansberry and the other defendants were not bound by the prior suit, as they were not parties to the original case, and proper procedure had not been followed to protect the interests of absent parties. The court emphasized the importance of states legislating for decisions involving a class with common issues, ensuring fair consideration for all parties involved. However, the presence of multiple signatories does not automatically create a class action. The interests of all parties must be fairly represented. In the Hansberry case, the conflicting interests prevented a proper class action. As a result, the court reversed the ruling in favor of the defendant, Hansberry.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class